appreciate the opportunity. So for me, my one thing is all about freedom. And I used to think that healing came from a prescription pad, but I realized that freedom and healing comes from purpose, choice, and commitment and stepping into something greater. So let me take you back about my story in that I went to medical school and I graduated and I had the dream life, a dream house, wonderful wife and children, and I had a dream job. And I just poured everything into that. And, you know, I was the authority. I had a white lab coat and I had a prescription pad. And people would come to me with all the answers, and they would ask me what was wrong. And I would write them a prescription and they would walk out the door and I wouldn't see them again for a long time. And then they came back with the same problems. And I said to myself, geez, it has to be more than this. I mean, more than just the power of prescriptions. And I wasn't really able to dig into their life, to what was going on, because they really weren't doing anything else except getting the quick fix. And so the thing is that on the outside, everything was wonderful. But on the inside, I was a wreck. And my life was crazy because I was living on sugar and coffee. I was not focusing on sleep. I wasn't eating well, and I couldn't even be present for my clients, my patients. And so I suffered and my body broke down. And then I was on the prescription merry-go-round and I was labeled with 3 different illnesses. I was labeled with bipolar depression. I was labeled with attention deficit, and I was labeled with irritable bowel syndrome. And they told me that I'd have to be on medications for the rest of my life. And I'd need to see a psychiatrist to help me with my problems and with my gut health. And I was fearful. I was really frustrated and I was lost and confused. And I said, my gosh, everything that I've been doing, my training kind of let me down. They really didn't lead me up to this. I mean, what's really going on? And I came into a moment of truth, and I had to essentially come up with the courage and the ability to choose what to do. And I knew deep down what to do, but I kind of had to look. And I looked up and I saw a sign, and the sign said pills